Hey guys, it's Julie Salant. I'm your intuitive healer for your life and business. And today I wanted to do a different type of video for you. And this video is on twin flames. I have gotten quite a few messages lately, and there's a lot on the internet about twin flames, about what they are, how they work. I didn't feel that there was anything very in depth about it. And it is something that can rock your soul and rock your world. So I wanted to give you some information on it, and I've got some things I want to read to you. I'm also going to give you some intuitive insight into how it feels when I work with people who are experiencing the twin flame, what the feelings are, what they're going through, and what's natural and what's not. Because it's almost like if I gave you the keys to a huge ship and told you that all that power was yours and all that capability was yours, but I never taught you what it can actually do and how you were supposed to work with it and master it and feel it and really get into the groove with it, you'd kind of be at a loss, right? You kind of be like, well, how do I even turn it on? How do I steer it? What works? Where are the buttons? It's that same type of thing. So let's get to it. So as I said, I am going to be reading some information, and I'll also give you my intuitive hits on this as we go. All right, so what is it? It's important to note that there's a difference between a soulmate and a twin flame. A soulmate is someone who is made from the same energy as you, but who has never existed in fusion with you. Although soulmate connections are highly significant, an encounter with a twin flame is on a whole other level. This is, you guys, this is off the charts, right? This is something that's fated. You'll feel that's destined to be, no matter how far apart you are, no matter the circumstances, no matter the obstacles, and there can be many. You'll feel pulled to this person. You'll feel that they are someone that you know and you feel that you've known for a long time, even if you've just met and come across each other. You'll feel a lot of synchronicities, and in your heart space, you will feel connected to them. So if you're a twin flame, as I said, you're fated to meet this person at some point in your life journey, and the two of you will be pulled together like magnets. You will know when you've connected with this person because you'll immediately sense a sense of recognition. Like, I know this person. And people always say, I feel like I've known you forever, right? That's the sign of a twin flame. You feel very at ease with them. A lot of the walls that you have up will come down, right? And when you encounter this person, this is the person that has the other half of your energy, okay? So it can create a profound and life-altering sense of wholeness. If you've been alone for a long time, you will feel as though this person is your light. This person is your other half. This person can give you something that no one else can give you, and you'll feel that in your heart space. And it's important to note, your head will try to override this a lot of times, but know that it's in your heart. But you may have to fight your heart and your mind, and I'll explain more of that as we go along. But this will be a fated meeting. It is on another level, and this person basically has the other half of your soul, basically. Your relationship will be intense because twin flames are often mirrors of each other. And this person will not only provide a sense of wholeness, they will also elevate your self-knowledge, including knowledge of your flaws, okay? So there is the ability of having conflict. And this is why you are mirrors of each other. So if I'm feeling something and you're my twin flame, you're going to feel something. You're going to feel the same thing. If I'm feeling insecure, you're going to feel insecure. If I'm feeling cavalier, like I'm good over here on my own, I don't need you, you're going to feel that too, right? As a result, since your twin flame is a part of you, you both must be honest, have love for both of yourselves, honest and unconditionally, okay? So otherwise, a part of you will always be driven to reject your twin flame. This is really important, and this is something that a lot of people don't talk about. They talk about it in a amazing, we've got our rose-colored glasses on, everything's awesome, and that's great. But because your twin flame is your mirror, what's going to happen is they're going to come in and they're going to say something to you, and they're going to know something about you that no one else knows. So let me give you an example and to be clear here. If you put up a false sense of bravado, like I'm successful, I'm amazing, I got it going on, I know what I'm doing, and you give off that aura, but underneath, where very few people know you, you are wounded and you are scared and you feel alone and you feel uncertain and you don't even care about yourself. You don't even love yourself. You may not even like yourself, no matter how successful you are. That will, if I see that in you and I mention that, or I can see that and I can connect with that as your twin flame, that will scare the crap out of you. Okay. It will literally make you run away, because what's happening is I'm seeing something that no one else can see. Right. So all of the times that you've tried to put up a wall and been like, I got this, I'm good, I'm an amazing person. And that's great. You probably are. But underneath, you feel uncertain. If I connect to that and I say, you seem a little off, you seem a little uncertain, maybe, I can help you with that, or how can I help, or how can I send you some positive vibes? You're going to freak out because you've been trying to keep people away from this area. You don't even like to look at it yourself. Okay. I'm speaking from personal experience. So these type of connections are very deep. They will feel otherworldly. I feel they're written in the stars, right? They're preordained. It does not matter the age. It does not matter where you live. It does not matter the obstacles. None of that matters. What makes sense to you is that you feel someone on a soul level and you feel that you know them. But just keep it in the back of your mind that there can be conflict, because you will be afraid, because that person can see into you where nobody else has ever been able to do that. And that can scare you. So a lot of times what needs to happen here is, because you're mirrors of each other, you need to work on yourself. You need to begin to love yourself. You need to begin to accept yourself, right? You need to release shame and guilt and betrayal over past situations that still you carry with you. Because that's the only way. If you're still carrying that and you're my twin flame, then I'm still going to feel it, right? So all that betrayal that you have, all that anger around something that happened to you a long time ago, if you're still dealing with it and feeling it, I'm going to feel it too if I'm your twin flame. Does that make sense? So a twin flame, as I said, is a soul connection. A twin flame is the other half of your soul. It is theorized that a soul can split into two after ascending according to a high frequency. Thereafter, the soul lands in two different bodies. And that's why you feel so connected. This is your other half, basically, to put it simply, right? This is your other half. So most common twin flame symptoms: intuitively knowing what the other person is feeling and thinking about, sharing many of the same interests. It could be working out, it could be music, it could be hobbies, it could be your favorite games. Whatever you gravitate towards, they may like the exact same things. Often having the same thoughts or emotions at the same time. As I mentioned, if I am feeling stressed out and upset, you would know it and you would be like, wow, I wonder what's going on over there. I need to contact her. That's just weird. Feeling a strong physical pull to be close to that person, no matter how far away you are. You want to be with them. You want to look in their eyes. You want to talk to them. Having the same dreams at night. This is a big one. When you meet your flame, you're going to start having dreams, and it's always going to involve them. And it's usually something where you're trying to reach each other. A lot of times when you're in the fifth dimension, this is the third dimension. The fifth dimension is if you've never even actually looked at that person face to face, you can still have a lot of communication, because your flames, you're mirroring each other, so you can still talk to each other through that fifth dimension. And dreams is a part of where you can discuss things and meet each other. Understanding complex or hidden parts of each other. And this is where I mentioned, expect one of you or both of you to run away. Because when someone notices something about you that's very big, that you've been trying to keep hidden from others, it's very private. Your pain is private. Your emotions are private. And if this person can come in and see that and they want to help you with it, it can trigger you and it can make you want to run away, because it will freak you out at first. So that's why a lot of times twin flames just kind of have a journey together. Basically, they run away from each other. You will share the same vulnerabilities and weaknesses. Okay, so this is important. So you may see some of your old faults in your twin flame, or have some of your present difficulties highlighted by the way this person behaves. So you're triggering each other. So if I had a lot of pain from a situation a long time ago and felt a betrayal, a deep betrayal, you could have experienced the exact same depth of betrayal in a different scenario, but you get it. This is very common. It's almost like, because you're two halves of the same soul, you're experiencing the same things at different times, but it's still to the same depth, okay? And you feel like it's safe and natural to be your authentic self around this person. This is where you're going to say, you know what, once I stop running and face it, I'm going to let my guard down a little bit. I'm going to start to let this person in because I feel like I see them differently. They're different from everyone else. They get me. And even if we have some conflicts, this person understands me, where not a lot of people do understand me. It's super rare, you guys. To find your twin flame is incredibly rare. And that's why it's life altering and it's life changing. So the key is not to run from it, even though a lot of people do. So there are a couple different stages. Let me see how many stages there are. I think there are 7 stages. I'm just going to go through them just to give you an idea. So stage 1 is the search. Okay. So even if you've never really thought about soulmates and twin flames before, this is the stage where you begin to believe that there really is a perfect match for you. In all likelihood, you will doubt this feeling at first. You may feel unsure about what you should do with it, but at the deepest level, you'll find it impossible to shake the conviction that you found the one. So this is, I'm laughing because this is can be painful on both sides of the fence. You will feel like you have found that person that gets you, that person that understands you, that person that you can't be without, that nobody else can give you the experience of what this person can give to you, because they see the totality of who you are. So they don't care about your accomplishments. They don't care about your money. They don't care about your physical. They're looking at you as a soul, and they're seeing the connection between the two souls. And you may feel unsure. You may want to run away, and you will find it impossible to shake the feeling that this person's different and this person's for me. This person's made for me. No matter the obstacles, no matter the consequences, no matter the difficulties, this person gets me and was made for me. Stage 2 is the awakening. Now, it's also worth noting that the awakening can take place in a dream, meaning that you meet your twin in a dream before you even cross paths in real life. Regardless of how you meet, you will be shaken by the intensity of the bond you feel. You may feel intoxicated by it, like you're addicted, and you'll find that all your waking moments are occupied by thoughts of this person. So basically, this means that you won't be able to shake this person, no matter what you try to do. Okay, it can be annoying. You will not be able to get them off your mind from the minute you wake up to the time you go to bed, especially late at night, in your dreams. Everywhere you go, you will see them, think of them, feel them. You will feel their energy around you. You will communicate with them. You will constantly be in contact. But if you think about it, that's natural because you're both the same soul, right? So if you reject yourself, you're rejecting your twin flame. If you don't love yourself, you're rejecting your twin flame. Okay, see how important this is to go through this process of learning how to navigate what this is and how to get around and through it in a positive way. And this is all because they're triggering you with lessons, right? The lessons that you need to learn, okay? Stage 3 is the test. Now, the test stage of a twin flame experience is defined by trying to understand your relationship with this other person, okay? It's all about establishing boundaries, testing your limitations, and moving past the purely blissful experience of instantly falling in love. This is the part where, although you're destined to know and love each other, you will still engage in conflicts in the same way that before you met your twin flame, you engage in conflict with other parts of yourself. So whether and how you resolve these conflicts will define whether you'll be able to stay together. So what this means is exactly what I just said. If you reject yourself and you hate your twin flame. If you don't accept yourself, you don't accept your twin flame. If you carry around betrayal and hurt and pain, all that is going to be reflected to your twin flame because you're the same soul, right? So you're going to trigger each other. So knowing more about this and how this works is crucial to understanding how to navigate through it. The lessons that you're here to learn about self-love, letting go of betrayal, of pain, embracing the new and the most wonderful aspects of yourself will free not only yourself, but also your twin flame. So both parties have work to do on both sides of the fence, okay? Stage 4 is the crisis. Now, while twin flame love can be euphoric, it inevitably involves a crisis stage. While this is often unpleasant, the good news is it can catalyze a deeper, more stable bond in the longer term. This stage involves significant anxiety and worries about your bond with your twin flame. And it can be just about anything, okay? It may be related to grief, betrayal, struggles with self-love, or any number of other things that put pressure on your connection with your twin flame. In spite of the supernatural compatibility of twin flames, this is often the point at which the two people decide to separate, okay? A process that's extra painful, given that it involves giving up a part of yourself. However, if you can get through the next few stages, you will emerge stronger than ever before. So this is where you're coming to that place of, I care for you so much, and I love you on another level, but I'm scared and you're not showing me anything. You're holding back your feelings, even though I know, because I know you, because I know your soul, that you care for me. If they're not showing their feelings, but you'll know because you're a soul partner, you're the half of the soul. You know exactly what's going on, right? They have to learn the lesson to try to embrace who they are, to try to communicate how they feel, okay? This is often when the two people, one or both will just say, I can't deal with this. I'm out. And this is when you're going to get this, I'm set over here. I'm okay. I don't need you. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. I got it going on. I'm all right. I'm going to be fine. But underneath all that, you're still thinking about them day after day. You still can't get them off your mind. You're still wondering what's going on. You still want to be with them. So you're going to vacillate back and forth. Okay. So what I'm saying is, even if you both run away, you're giving up a part of yourself, a part of your own soul is walking away from you. And that's why it's so painful, because you're actually two parts of one soul. Okay. The running or the chasing stage. Okay. No matter what form, I got to put my glasses on for this one. All right. So, no matter what form the crisis stage takes, it's always followed by running or chasing stage. Okay. You may be in either role. You and your twin flame may switch back and forth on these two roles. This stage revolves around one twin flame distancing themselves, often out of fear or confronting the level of intimacy that the two of you are capable of experiencing. The twin in this role will be in pain and will feel very defensive and resistant, very. Meanwhile, the other twin flame will give chase, believing that the bond is worth fighting for and working on. This stage can only end up when the running twin stops trying to get away and the chasing one stops trying to chase. Often the end of this stage is characterized by both twin flames realizing there are forces at work beyond their control. Okay, class, what does that mean? You're really running from yourself, right? As a twin flame, you're really running from your own insecurities, from your own mechanisms that make you scared, from your past betrayals, hurts, pains, from your shame, from your anger. You're running away from yourself, but you're also running away from your other half, because the person you can't separate the person, because it's two halves of a soul. It's like opening an apple or a peach. They're both the same thing. They're both exactly the same. So a half doesn't exist by itself. And if it did, it's been sad and lonely for a long time, right? Because what one feels, the other feels. So there can be a lot of running and chasing, and it can be two people. One person can stop and go, okay, hold on, let's work this out. And the other person go, oh no, this is too deep. I'm too scared. I don't know what's happening. I'm out. I'm running. And then the other person's like, wait, what? And then it can turn the other way. The other person comes forward and goes, yeah, you're right. We need to work on this. And the other person's like, I'm out. I'm scared. I don't know what to do here. Okay, so this is a stage. This is why I mentioned this, because it's important. Okay, 6 is the surrender. Okay, so in the surrender stage, both of you will start to give up on your previous need to control your relationship. In this context, surrendering isn't about giving up on the connection, but rather about accepting that neither of you can escape from destiny. Okay, this can be a positive realization that releases you both from past anxieties and allows you to live in the moment. It's important to note that it's only possible to progress through the surrender stage if you both work on the fact that led to the crisis, and the running and chasing stages must end. For many people, the core issue here is that it relates to the fact that the two twin flames are mirrors. So often, the things you will need to work on are the negative feelings you have around yourself, okay, which are reflected back to you in the form of your twin, okay? So if I'm your twin, I can feel your distress, and vice versa. This is not about surrendering or giving up on the connection. This is about accepting that neither of you can escape in its destiny. Okay, I have this thing called Written in the Stars. I have been fortunate enough to look at a lot of my past lives. I can go into the Akashic Records and look. I've been giving a lot of information, and a lot of times these twin flames have been together for many moons, many lifetimes. That's why when you see this person, you're like, I know who you are. You may not know why, but you will recognize it because your soul recognizes it. Okay, it's a soul recognition, deep soul recognition. That's why it's a whole other level than any other type of connection. Okay, the running and chasing stages have to stop. You both have to be willing to say, this is destiny. I don't know how this is going to happen, but if it's destiny, it's going to happen somehow. It's going to work out, and we both need to surrender to it and figure out a way to make it happen. But you also at the same time have to still be working on yourself, right? Okay. You still have to be working on you and being a better you, releasing trauma, releasing betrayal, releasing negativity, and be the best version of yourself that you can be. The last stage is the reunion stage and the joining. So when you and your twin flame move on to the reunion stage, you'll have a sense of relief at the fact that balance is restored. It's all about balance. But that's what you're trying to do, is make everything balanced, a happy, harmonious balance between two people. Irrespective of the particular form the reunion can take, it carries with a sense of peace, acceptance, and reciprocal understanding. If you can weather the more tumultuous parts of your journey, twin flame energy inevitably leads both parties to the joining stage. Okay, after that, the hard work's over. All you need to do is live and join the sense of completeness that can be found in each other's companionship. So I hope this has helped you. I haven't found a lot of information like this on the web, but I know that a lot of people are going through this, and it can be very difficult because you don't understand what it is, how it works, and what it means to you. I would say to you that if you have found your twin flame, no matter what the twin flame says, no matter if they're saying, I'm out because you hurt me, I'm out because I don't understand you, I'm out because I'm running away, I'm out because I'm not good enough and I can't offer you anything, I'm out because there's too many obstacles, I'm out because I don't know what to do with this, I don't know how to get away from it, and it's not going away, and I don't know what to do with this. Even if the other person has rebuffed you, I would say this to you. There's the other half of your soul there, and it's never going to go away, right? So you have a choice, okay? The choice is you can actually work on this and work on yourself, and actually both of you come together and say, you know what? This is destiny. This is fate. This is written in the stars, and it's going to happen. So let's try to work together. And we know we trigger each other. We know we bring out things in each other, but there's probably a good chance that I've been through something that can help you, and vice versa. That's what it's about. It's two halves of the soul, okay? It'll either be that road, or it'll be the road of you both separate. I can guarantee you that if you separate, regardless of the cause, you will always be with that person. You will always be thinking of them, no matter who you're with, no matter what you do. You will never get the reprieve that you think you will, because it's at a soul level. So I hope this helped you. I do believe in this. I know it's a whole other level. I know it can be scary. Having anyone see inside you is scary. Having someone that can go in almost with a scalpel and say, oh, look, I know what you're struggling with. And you're like, what? I'm only just getting to that. Like, I haven't even like worked on that yet, or I'm trying to work on that and I still haven't gotten through it. But that's the beauty of it, right? It's the journey together. So I would encourage you that if you found this person, to keep trying to work on yourself and work on the relationship, because it's not going to go anywhere. If one feels distressed, the other feels distressed. If one can't stop thinking about you, then the other one can't stop thinking about the other person. It's always going to be that way because it's two halves of the same soul. In the meantime, you still have to work on yourself, because you still have to learn to love yourself unconditionally, to get rid of your betrayal and your shame, your guilt, your anger, whatever you've been through, to allow and surrender to this new divine connection, knowing that God or spirit or whatever you want to call it put this in place for this very reason, to help each other, because you both understand each other in a way that no one else can. Okay. So I hope this helped you. This is going up today, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to see your comments on this, your thoughts on this. If you want to go deeper, this was just like a high-level overview. If you want to go deeper, let me know, and I love you all and wish you good luck and have a great day. All right, thanks.